We are the only emergency shelter that takes mom and dad with kids, pregnant women, and when you take a family, it's much different because you have children. So coming here gives them the chance to give their children that roof over their head and that stability so they don't have to be scared where they're going to lay their head. My name is Shirley Rourke, and I am the family case manager here at Just Neighbors. I am the primary contact person for the families while they're in the program. I meet with them several times a week, work on their goals, make sure they're on track, and try to individualize each case for what that family's needs are. While they're in the program, we try to focus on what led them here, the changes they need to make in their life so that those issues don't arise again, and how to move forward from here.
Just Neighbors, this is Sharon. May I help you? First of all, I feel like since this is a ministry, I look at it as church. I would be the greeter or the usher. So when people call in, and they call in with different situations, some are sleeping in their car, some have just come from out of town, running from a spouse or someone who's abusing them, and some are just down on their luck and need somewhere to go. So I'm the first person that they talk to, and so I try to put myself in their place, and I always try to remember that these people don't really want to call us, so it's hard. So I try to be as pleasant as I possibly can and offer them as much assistance as I can, being in the position that I'm in.
Oh, Jay, you put the number. Because I played with.
Did you? We're together for a good 5 years, and I wouldn't let her around the kids because of the stuff she was doing, and I ended up taking them full time. Well, I had lost my house, even with a job, couldn't afford it, taking care of them. I was paying anywhere from $160 to $250 in child care.
When I came to Fort Wayne in 2011, I was a drug addict. Couldn't find a program that would help me because I didn't have insurance. I ended up getting pregnant with Denise during this time, and she was taking the birth. Both of my kids were put in foster homes, and they offered to send me out here to go to rehab, and I agreed. And I got Denise back when she was 9 months old. And she knows she had another mother help take care of her when mommy wasn't able to.
I was at my mother-in-law's house, and brother-in-law moved in, and it was just a dark, dark place. I have 2 teenage girls, 16 and 17, and he was doing inappropriate things. So I called every day and bugged you guys. When I say I bugged you, I called 3 times a day, to the point she knew my voice as soon as she picked up. Because there was no openness, and I had to get my girls, to the point I was ready to live on the street just to get my girls out of the situation.
One of the hardest things about the job is when someone calls and they don't have a place to go and we don't have room for them. That's the most disheartening thing for me, because I know that I can't get them in, and then they're crying, and it makes me feel so bad. But what I do, I have a list of places, and I try to assist them as best I can with those places.
You get every kind of situation in here, and some of it can be hard. You get people who have had hard lives that you and I can think about but not necessarily really understand. And you want to do so much for these people, but at the same time, we're such a small part of their life. We can't have them be dependent on us. We have to help guide them, but at the same time, the responsibility of getting out of here is on them.
Gave them a call, and I applied, and they accepted me. And it was definitely an experience, none the least. Just everything that they did as far as what I had to do as a parent to transition as far as needing help from the government, which I haven't done, never. I actually had to break down and do it. I got the help and basically kept pushing myself to get better and better for better jobs, better support for my kids, and I eventually found a place.
Some of the helpful things, well, for one, we had a roof over our head, and the churches coming in bringing supper was very helpful because I didn't have to stress about that every day. Routine is very important to me and my kids, and it always has been.
I just thought it was a blessing because I was already in a scary situation, so it eased me. I was able to sleep. Before I wasn't sleeping because I had one eye open, making sure nobody was touching my girls or anything. I was more scared of that. So when I came, it kind of eased me a little bit, and then the staff made it very easy.
I am going to the store.
We.
Okay, you want to practice writing we. You need another letter. Make sure they're all lowercase, okay? That's we. Go on to the next word. Where'd you go today? Where'd you go? You went to school. You know what we're gonna make? Word sandwiches. Yes, I call, what, you don't know what that is? Here's one piece of bread. In the middle might be cheese or ham or peanut butter. Now, do you need another piece of bread at the end? Oh, yeah. See, you're catching yourself. You're finding and. Raise the F. Let's see if I can think of another one. What about a van? Beautiful. You got it.
My name is Diane Joustra, and I'm from Resurrection Lutheran Church. My husband and I have been doing this for about 3 years. We do this because we want to reach out to families, because we believe that is our mission and God's request from us. Coming here, interacting with people, and leaving with a heart filled with joy, that's exactly why I do this work.
No, most go back into permanent housing. Most do. And that's our goal. But we also want to make sure when they do go into permanent housing that it's a stable. It's not a get the first house you can get, you can't really afford it, in 2 months you're going to be in the same situation. We want to make sure that where they go from here, they can maintain that.
They helped me sign up for Section 8 housing, and I think I've only been there a month, and I've already got my Section 8 voucher. So I'm looking for a place of my own now. So this was the start. Without this, I couldn't get over to the next spot. I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. The light wasn't even on completely at all. Now I see the light.
I have a job. I'm a manager now, and I help run a restaurant full time. I'm on call 24/7. I have to have a full-time babysitter. So, and I have both 2 kids in school, 2 out of 4. You know, it's rough. But with a few sleepless nights, a lot of sleepless nights, I make it work. And everything has been great so far. I couldn't thank the shelter enough for it.
We have a townhouse that we rent on the south side of town, and we've had Denise's school bus switched over, so she's attending the school that we wanted her to. And Monday she starts her new school bus, so that was done pretty quickly. Just for us to be together as a family and not have to be split apart. And that was one of the things that Just Neighbors gave us that no other shelter would in Fort Wayne.
I would do anything for my kids, and basically whatever it takes. If I gotta go find 2 or 3 jobs, I've worked 3 jobs at one point to support them, and it won't stop until I'm done.